Well, hello there, everybody. What is going on? It's time for the Monday night Toypixx live stream. If you can see a little bit going on here, I'm not going all that gray or anything. When you're edging, when you're painting, and you're near baseboards, don't keep the paint can near your head. I had a little bit of paint going on there. Let's see, was it this side? Yeah, a little bit. Stinking monitor totally throws me off. A little bit over there. My sister, I send her the picture. She's like, "Oh, you skipped gray and went right to red, white." I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not very patient. Anyway, tonight's the night that we talk about all the photogenic figures that went up in the past week that I think are going to look great under your lights and in front of your lenses, and all the ones you tell me about that I missed. Plus, who knows where this crazy chat will take us, because these crazy chats, they take us everywhere, baby. So why don't we, instead of me getting too crazy about Patreon, we'll hold off on that for a few minutes, and I'll talk a little bit about that contest one last time, because oh no, the second to last time, because it ends on Friday. So let's see what's going on with the chat. Sci-Fi George. Wow, I've read your name how many times, and I'm here like Sci-Fi George. Anyway, greetings and toytations, everyone. Well, my downward spiral with Four Horsemen continues after buying Fisher Rice. I bought Vorga, then Mythic Legion's Vikingfell, now Waltor, the red. Let's see. Oh, the Mad Both Mythic? Ooh, I don't know, man. I need to look at more of the Mythic Legion stuff to understand what's going on with that insanity. But I'll get there. I swear. This is the year I think I pick up some Mythic Legions and I pick up a Mezco. At least one. We'll see, though. Let's see. And Cosmic versions, along with another Cosmic Legions that look similar to the Predator. All three arrived today, to quote Dr. Zachary Smith. The pain, oh, the pain on my wallet. Ooh, yeah, poor wallets. Wallets have a hard life, especially when you're a collector. Well, yeah, by the way, the Marvel Legends Gamerverse set and X-Force Duo Pack were pretty lackluster overall. Maybe 2 to 3 I'd get. I'm not going to get any, but I will say the one that I thought looked the best was the X-23. I thought the sculpt on that was really good. She just doesn't have any kind of waist articulation that I could tell. If she did, I might splurge on that set, because I think she honestly looks really good. Let's see. No, back to you, Dave. Like you, Sci-Fi George. Wait. There's no back to me now. There's more. Whoa, the Mythic Legion's Dragon is looking to go up March 7th, 2025 for $550, not including shipping and handling for a full month. Okay, now back to you, Dave. I didn't notice the not including the shipping and handling, but I did see the $550. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I would love to pick up that dragon, but if it's a Kickstarter and it's not really, I'd have to look. I need to look more at the plans for everything on that thing, because there's just too much coming out right now. Mr. Spencer, hola, sir. Thank you for stopping by. By the way, I'd like everybody to congratulate Rex Ship if he's in the chat. He bought his first Mofex figures recently, and I'm just so pleased with the man. I've got to get back to him, though. He sent me a message to tell me about it on Patreon. Still haven't responded. I'm terrible people. John, 550. I almost spit out my water reading that. Yeah, it's going to be tough. But let's just look. Let's see more details. Hopefully they'll have some. Star, what's going on, man? Good to see you, sir. Spaded one McDysentery. Hansen is underrated. Mbop. Here's guilt on my part, ladies and gentlemen. There are very few pop songs that I actually like. Like, truly, I am not a pop guy. But when Party in the USA comes on, I'm like, oh, hey, I can do stuff to this. This is fun. And it's possible The same thing happens with Mbop. Yes, yes, this makes me sad and ashamed. It's really why I'm a collector, because I'm just a broken man because of such things. John Spaded One Hansen is underrated. They have a really solid catalog of music. I did not. I've only heard Mbop, I think. John, yep, unironically true. They just kept going. Wow. Okay, I'm kind of curious now. Truly, I thought they were one hit wonders. LBZ, yo, hello everyone. Yo, hello LBZ. Good to see you, man. Thank you very much for stopping in. Gonna have some fun. We gonna get crazy this fine evening. Anyone getting that new Mofex Vader? LBZ, I am definitely considering that Mofex Vader. He finally has the little skirt piece made of cloth. Up till now, only SHF did that. And that SHF Vader's really good. So I don't know, man. Like, he's even taller than most SHF. Like, he was taller than the previous Mofex Vader. I don't know. It's a tough call. And I loves me my Mofex. Let's see. Oh, and sleep mode, MDLX Optimus Prime. I can't do it with sleep mode. For whatever reason, I can't be into dead primes. I haven't picked up any of the Studio Series figures that are like dead guys from the Ark or anything like that. So I don't know. Ray, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you as always. Whew. All right. Spaded One. I'm jealous of Wreckship Man is having the time of his life right now. I know. I know. When you get those first Mofex figures, ooh, those are good days. Star, ouch, Sci-Fi George. Strange how you can never see your own financial destruction, but to see it happen to someone else really brings home the hurt. Yep, yep. That's why I try to keep real good tabs on everything, but it can get tricky. Alrighty, we shall keep going now. I'm gonna push the buttons. It's good, it's good. I love it. What's going on, people? Hello, Ghost Tab. Good to see you, man. Ray, just chilling, working, looking forward to your talk as always, Star. Heck yeah. Star knows what's up. Star adds a lot. You guys all do. It's a blast to come in here and see what everybody's talking about. Ghost Tab, I saw the Common Rider Great Buffa Fever on the thumbnail, so I had to join as soon as possible. Or Gate, wait, Gate, what? Gate? It's not great. It's, is it Gav? Geets? I don't know. I got to learn things, truly. I keep saying that, and yet I never do. So maybe I just should stop saying that. I'm a bad nerd. What can I say? Correction, Toy Talk. Hey, I'll take it. Star, always here for the family. KJ, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Been a bit. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? It's good times. Good times. All right, let's see. Biggest complaints, let's see, on the sleep mode Optimus Prime is it doesn't come with his death chair. Oh, good Lord. He needs his deathbed. That's what needs to happen with that one. All right. So, in order to be perfectly shameless, let's start here. This contest on the Toypixx Patreon page ends February 28th at 11:59 Pacific Standard Time, PM, by the way. The theme is couples. If you're a member of the Grande tier or higher on the Toypixx Patreon page, send your picture, your couple's picture, to toypixx@gmail.com. Find this image on the Toypixx Patreon. All the rest of the details are there. If you win, you get a G.I. Joe classified leatherneck because, ladies and gentlemen, nothing says couples like a man and his mustache. So, that is my shamelessness for this fine evening when it comes to Patreon. And I just wanted to let everybody know when it comes to getting the office complete, I have edged all the white walls except for 6 feet of one of them. I literally had about 10 minutes to go and had to get up and leave. So I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to edge those 6 feet, and then I'm going to need to edge a little bit a second time because the paint didn't quite cover as much as I'd like. And then I'll finally be able to roll at least the white walls, and then we'll get cracking on the 2 red walls because Toypixx, you gotta have red. So that's where I'm at with all of that. Now we've got a few little additions here, and then we'll get into the photogenic figure chat. Ray, nice, cool theme. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate it. I figured for February it made sense. Goes to, let's see, Gates is the show before Gav. Gates is supposed to be the sound a fox makes. Suti uses. What does the fox say? That's all I've got. I probably shouldn't have said that. Alrighty. I've kind of prepared tonight, guys. It's a weird thing. I got here early enough to actually do that sort of preparation deal. In fact, why don't we start with our boy Kamen Rider Gates SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Buffa Fever Zombie Form Jamagod exclusive action figure. Great googly moogly. I don't know how anybody keeps these names straight. I actually am kind of jealous of Robo when he tries to pull this stuff off because it just weirds me out how he's able to swing it. Where did that go? Let's see here. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I've got it. I've got multiple tabs open with all of these, and somehow I lost this one. So let's go through. We all know that if it's SH Figuarts, it's going to have the articulation. We know that it's going to qualify as a photogenic figure, and the finishes are generally pretty good. What I specifically like about this one is yellow and purple are complementary colors, and you don't often see yellow and purple used together with pretty much any action figure. And I just think it looks really cool here. And obviously, yeah, you're going to get all kinds of movement, going to have all kinds of things. I don't know. It's tough to do the photogenic figure stuff. It's just like you're looking at pretty pictures because you know these are all going to be rad. You know, anybody that gets a hold of these is going to have opportunities to take absolutely incredible pictures because of how well they move. Now, here we have what I believe is likely a digital background. Ugh, possibly a monitor going on behind it with a little bit of possibly an orange, like a warm light hitting it from all angles from at least a couple of them. Doesn't look like it's getting hit on the top too much, but maybe. Well, yeah, I mean, let's see what Ghost Tab specifically can tell us about this guy. And we'll see what's going on with the rest of the chat. Ray, can't wait to see these pics. When will that be presented? Presented will be probably all the stuff will come in by the 28th. And then chances are what goes on after that is I will show the pics. We'll have voting. Usually I have voting that lasts roughly anywhere from 4 or 5 days to a week. And then after voting is over, I'll probably show it off. I would say roughly right around March 7th, whatever live stream day that is, would be around when I show off the pics. So there you go. I haven't nailed it down to an exact science yet. That's something I'll be able to do when I'm at the office a lot more after it's all painted. Let's see. Dave opened Pandora's box. Now I got to go load up a music video. I don't think that wasn't me. No, that was Spaded one that had to throw out Mbop. That was blame him. Blame McDysentery. LBZ, I have the first form of Kamen Rider Buffa. I'm not getting any more. Oh, great. Googly Moogly. Is he that awesome? Or were you not happy with the first form? Ghost Tab, I already pre-ordered Buffa Zombie, one of the coolest designs in the show. He uses a chainsaw to attack other common riders. That's what that is. I likes it. I mean, why wouldn't you use a chainsaw? If you have a chainsaw at your disposal, why would you not try and destroy people with that? Like, it just adds a little element of joy, I would think. LBC, I'm getting Common Rider Bujin Sword Black General soon. I don't know that. I'm gonna guess that much of the coloration on him, however, is black. Ghost Tab Buffa final form was a giant hand with chainsaw's fingers, and he uses it as a shield. That is ridiculous. So he's basically chainsaw hand instead of chainsaw man. I'm gonna stop now. That was bad. That was bad even for me. Not Mbop. I have that on iTunes. What does the fox say? Oh, sorry about that, John. Yeah, okay. That one was on me. LBZ Ghost Tab sounds pretty cool, but yeah, I'm good. You have a chainsaw man, not chainsaw man, chainsaw man. You know. Anyway, already that was that guy. Now I'm gonna go find that real quick. Shut that one down, and now we shall go to the next screen. And that would be this, the Ghost Brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Last Ronin Ghost Brothers 3-pack. Now, these have been up on the NECA store previously, but the NECA store has $15 shipping, and BBTS has 4. So I figured people might be a little more interested if they were into these in getting them from BBTS. So let's go through here right now, take another look at these guys. I like the look. I've said it a zillion times that I have the Last Ronin Raph, and he actually feels like a toy. He's not that harder, almost brittle feeling plastic that a lot of NECA stuff is. They have like at least that Raph has a real playable action figure quality to him. I can't speak to these. I don't have any of these. But I do enjoy the figure of the Last Ronin hanging out with the Ghost Brothers. Hopefully that doesn't give anything away. I will say one thing I wish they did a little bit here, as silly as it might sound, I wish they were fully translucent, like fully blue or whatever. I mean, I can't remember. I read the book, but I don't remember if they were fully translucent in that or if their colors shone through a little bit. But even if they shone through a little bit, this seems like a lot of it, you know? But again, I like the look. It's just personally, I'm not in on Last Ronin so much just because I'm going after Mirage Turtles right now. We'll see though. I really like that Raph, so I might end up coming back and picking some of this stuff up. You can never argue with NECA's accessories either. And at least that Raph that I have has pretty good articulation, especially for a NECA figure. So you might want to consider these guys if you're into picking up the Last Ronin figures. Ray, I love this pick. The background works so good. I'm guessing we're going with the Common Rider one. The Buffa. It's like get to the chopper. Buffa, the character, joins the tournament to use his wish to eliminate all Common Rider, including himself. Really cool character arc. Wow. So why does he want all the Common Rider gone? All the Common Riders, including himself. That's fascinating. I'm not wasted or vested in Common Rider as much as Geets or that Common Rider Bujin Sword. He's in a Tanuki ninja motif for his first form. Then he turns into a samurai type of Common Rider. That's kind of cool. I don't know the Tanuki, but I know samurai. Ghost Tab, chainsaw as a weapon is on theme with his zombie suit. Zombie suit. Good lord, guys. I'm not even that tired. And I'm sitting here just fumbling words for the fun of it, perhaps. Oh boy, NECA repaints, my old stomping grounds. I forgot. Wait, I don't know that these are repaints, are they? Because they got, let's see, I don't think they might be. They might be Spaded One. I'm not sure, but I don't think they released those in that way. They might be the first. They might be repainted later as the normal colored brothers. Let's see, not vested in Common Rider Buffa. I mean, got it, LBZ. Thank you. I just want to say Buffa. Sounds like get to the chopper. And I've now offended all the Common Rider fans. Sorry, Ghost Dev. Let's see, cool translucent figs. I'm just not into the NECA scale. Ray, here's the thing, and I want to let everybody know this. The reason I highlight the comic book NECA turtle stuff, and I would highlight the Toon Turtle stuff as well, is they are much closer to 1/12 than 1/10. So if you're not sure about them, like the Raph I have from this is smaller. He's shorter than my Mafex figures, but he's a little taller than my Mirage figures. But that makes sense in my head, at least, because as they got older, they mutated more and became kind of much larger turtles. So your mileage may absolutely vary, and I'm totally good. I totally get it. But I know NECA advertises as 1/10 scale, and these aren't really 1/10 scale. So if you're ever curious about picking one up, give it a shot and just see how it fits with the rest of your stuff. Ghost have, I don't care for the half see-through color. Either go fully clear or solid colors. If anything, I'll buy the solid colors. Comic Final Pages has them solid colored during flashback. Okay, okay. I didn't remember that. And I have actually read The Last Ronin. I know. Shocking. Care. No worries. No worries. Star, does anyone know if NECA has changed their construction methods since the first few waves of Aliens several years ago? They always look great, but their plastic and engineering were not good. I can only speak to, like, I've got some Mirage figures and I got the Usagi Yojimbo 4-pack. They still, I haven't had any problems with breakage out of the box. Once I remember when the Toon Bebop and Rocksteady were coming out, people were having all kinds of problems. All the stuff I have is at least a year or two after that, and I haven't had any problems, honestly, except I dropped my Donatello and the staff broke, but I was able to email NECA and they sent me a new one. So that was all good and everything. So I can't tell you as far as how the aliens work because I just didn't have those. I will say the last Ronin Raphael I have, which is the first wrap that they did for the line, really does feel like an action figure. Like it's a softer plastic. It doesn't feel like you're going to break it. Now, I've pulled the leg off, but that's just because of the construction and it didn't snap. It can be pushed right back in. So take with that or from that what you will, and we'll see if anybody else has anything to add in the chat. That said, again, that's the only one I have from Last Ronin. Maybe he was a fluke and they don't make the rest of them that way. I'm just not sure. Sci-Fi George, you best believe if I buy that dragon, he's going to show up everywhere. Giant Man will ride him into battle. He'll become the next Herald / Pet of Galactus. I'll get a rainbow wig and add with it my... Woo, wait a sec. Herald of Galactus. I kind of like that idea. And with, oh, let's see. Oh, the Bujin sword is the Tanuki / raccoon form, but black painted. I'm going to have to just look at the designs of this stuff, aren't I? With my ponies, everyone will know my dragon. You know what? If I were to get it, I would be the same way, Sci-Fi. I love the idea, by the way, of Galactus riding that thing. That is hilarious. Or having the dragon be the herald. That's awesome. Let's see, Tanuki equals a type of Japanese raccoon. Okay. I'm kind of curious. We might be looking up Tanuki here lately. Yeah, later. Ghost Tab, best part of Bujin Sword is that in the transformation sequence is that it reads as button sword. That's painful. That's painful. I have nothing more to add to button sword. Star. Are these turtles, let's see, who are gradually looking like bodybuilders, or are these bodybuilders gradually looking like turtles? These are turtles gradually looking like bodybuilders, Star, but it is true to the canon of The Last Ronin. So I can't even fault NECA for it. I can't speak on the aliens line, but I can say without a doubt that the turtles they make now blow the ones from a few years ago out of the water. They're legit getting better. Sweet. Thank you, Spaded One. Even though you're out, I get it. I appreciate the help. Anthony's Customs dissected a NECA alien once. It was a serious eye opener. I haven't bought a NECA fig since. Wow. And did he dissect as in one of his good old style reviews? Or do you mean he actually tried cutting it open to show how it worked? Like that would be cool. That would be an awesome review, actually. Ray Star. I have enjoyed the NECA Predator line, but I can see why some wouldn't like them. All right. Paul, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. We will keep it going now. Let's see. Ray, I want to like them. Their sculpts are fantastic. I just can't get past the low quality plastic and the internal engineering. Wow, when you say internal engineering, it sounds like Anthony's Customs really did dissect the alien. Let's see. See, he opened one up and showed the engineering. Wow. Okay, that's cool. I might need to go find that video. All right. We're out of here with these guys. Now I'm just going to click present again. I've got a bunch of Big Bad Toy Store tabs open and we'll be surprised. Oh, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Street Fighter Alpha 3 Storm Arena Ryu 112 scale action figure. Now, I know how many of you feel about Jada. I feel the same way. I loves me my Jada. So, is anybody going to give these a shot? Because the more I see of them and the more teases I see, like it looks like a Sagat's next, and then they showed a silhouette with three more. I saw that picture on Robo's Weekly Rewind, and one of them was Chun Li. He named the other two characters, but I didn't know who they are. So would you? I know the style between Storm and Jada is totally different, but I'm kind of wondering, I guess, are they different enough where you'd want to collect both lines? Or are you going to stick to one? Or are you going to get both and mingle them together anyway, even though they're totally kind of a different look? What's everybody thinking of these guys? Because I'll tell you, I am impressed. These are $27 plus because we can only get them from BBTS. It's $4 shipping, but if you put them in a pile of loot, you just divide that up by however many items you have in the pile of loot. So for what these things will be able to do and for all their accessories, I don't think it's that ridiculous. It's still going to be a little more than Jada, just because right now on Amazon you can get almost all of the Jada figures for below MSRP, except I think Guile. But yeah, I am impressed. And I wasn't sure. Like I'm sitting here, I'm still not sure that Storm Arena is gonna knock them all out. I'm wondering if they're too late to the party just because Jada's got such a jump on them. But I also wonder, is it possible Storm Arena is going to really try and jump up production to catch up with Jada? Because if Jada keeps releasing at the speed they're releasing at, Storm might have a chance. But I also know Storm's history and know that that's likely not going to happen. Yeah, I love the sculpts on these things. Obviously, they've got crazy movement. I do want to stand them next to a Jada and just see how they compare. Oh, he might actually get the a much closer Hadouken. Oh, wait, no, the Hadouken's when he jumps, isn't it? Okay, yeah, like they have an extra set of hands. They have basically you're paying $2 more plus the BBTS shipping for a pair of hands that Jada doesn't have, that Jada doesn't include. Jada has 2 pairs of hands. The Storm Arena has 3. So yeah, let's head to the chat. I want to know. I want to know what people are thinking when it comes to Ryu here. Like, compare the OG Bebop and Rocksteady release to the new variants. You can see the differences in the plastic. Ah, see, I didn't ever get the Toon figures, so I wasn't sure. Wasn't sure about that. Let's see. John, I pre-ordered Ken since he's one of my favorites. If he's really good, I may get others. Nice. Yeah, Ken and Ryu kind of, you almost have to get both. And I still don't have an original Ken from Jada. I got to do that. I love Jada, but I'm going in on these as well. Alpha looks different enough, and they're engineered completely different. Toe hinge. That's true. You got toe hinge. You got what looks like possibly a better butterfly joint and an extra set of hands, and they're only $2 more plus the BBTS shipping. But I am curious. I think that's pretty sweet. Yeah, getting these Storm Arena figures for sure. Can't wait for their Dark Stalkers line. Oh, is that now? Baki's its own thing, isn't it? I didn't know they were doing Dark. Well, I might have known because they had those 4 logos, right? Star, they look great, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm cheating on Jada. I'm married to Jada and must remain faithful. I get it, Star. I do. If Storm Arena comes out with a Scooby Doo line, ooh, I might have to be like, hey, now you've gone too far. All right, let's drop Ryu here. And now, next up on the old docket is whatever I click next here. That would be Mezco Toys, 112th Collective, Samurai Jack. All right, guys. I don't have anything Mezco, but I'm not going to lie. I saw this guy, and my first thought was, how wrong. Would any toy company even make a Johnny Bravo today? Like, Johnny Bravo was so over the top wrong. It was hilarious. But I don't know. I would love to see Mezco try and tackle a Johnny Bravo, but they'd have to come up with a whole new body with tiny legs. That was my first thought when I saw Samurai Jack. Not saying this doesn't look rad, and Samurai Jack was pretty sweet. I remember seeing some, but I've never seen the whole series. I heard that it was awesome. Yeah. Just going to go through, look at some accessories. Obviously, there's a ton of stuff because Mezco. But yeah, what's everybody thinking of ye ol' Samurai Jack? Spaded one, the Storm Arena line is my greatest hope for a Hajime no Ippo line. How badly did I butcher that? Because I don't know that I've heard of that one. Star, if they do Cyberpunk Edge Runners, don't know what I'll do. Probably stay at a friend's house, sleeping on the couch for a while. I'm just so confused. I need time to think. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough out there, kid. I just went full on Springer. Anton, the last of the Time Lords, is here. Well, hello, Anton. Good to see you, sir. Spaded one, Mezco doesn't play games. That Samurai Jack is loaded. Fact. For sure, this thing. I mean, it looks good. A year ago, they wouldn't make a Johnny Bravo. This year, maybe. Oh, mama. Mamacita. I was, what got me thinking about Johnny Bravo tonight? I was doing an Elvis impression on my way home from helping out the mom. It was kind of ridiculous because Johnny Bravo and Elvis, they're basically the same guy, maybe. One's just blonde and, didn't eat a lot of peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Anton, oh, Samurai Jack, he's awesome. And if you have not seen Primal, let's see, bring lots of tissues. Primal butt. Help me out. Help me out. All right, Samurai Jack looks cool, but he's not one I'm nostalgic for. I was a bit old when he came out. Yep, yep. I mean, I remember thinking it was cool. And Jendy Tartakovsky, he knew what was up. But let's see, Hajime no Ippo is a dope anime slash manga about boxing. Okay, must learn. I'm gonna put like bad nerd on a shirt, and then it's gonna say anime and manga, and just have them crossed out because those are clear blind spots that I'm either gonna need to fix or just rip on myself about not knowing. Star, I know nothing of Samurai Jack, and I still nearly pre ordered this guy. He just looks so good. I wonder about, like, with the cartoonish look and the cloth goods, there's something about that that's throwing me off a little bit. Okay, bad nerd, here you go. A caveman named Spear and a Tyrannosaurus named Fang team up and try to survive. I'm very savage world. Let's see. Caveman named Spear and a Tyrannosaurus named Fang team up and try to survive. I got nothing. I got nothing. I mean, Tyrannosauruses are rad. See, it's a fun cartoon. Check it out if you get a chance to, Star. Yeah, I got to see the whole series. I've heard that the whole series, if you see the whole thing, it's amazing. Mezco Cartoon Network figures is an interesting sentence. That this is true, Spaded One, for sure. Ray, I think I'll take you up on that, Ray. He really does look great. He's great. Sorry, different line. Different line. All right, we're going to get out of Samurai Jack. Present this one, which is already sold out. So, check this sold out figure out, everybody. This is, hold on, what's the name here? Saint Seiya Mythcloth EX ETA Star Bennett Nash Mime exclusive action figure. I'm sure I butchered. I'm sure I butchered a whole lot of that. But when I see stuff like this, I'm thinking this is pretty cool. It's going to be really nice. Depending, I hate it when I do that. Depending on the effect you're going with, when they have ultra glossy stuff like this, that kind of like really hitting it with a hard light could either just blow it out and make it just look wrong, or you could get an amazing shot. So I would experiment. If any of you are going to get this, experiment with hard light on this guy with a slightly, not like a huge light, not say a large box light or a large ring light, but say something more like one of those LED panel lights that I've shown before, just a smaller light, and hit this guy super hard and see what happens. It could be really cool. So many faces. And of course, you need the heart. And that. Yeah, I don't know anything about Saint Seiya at all, but I am impressed every time I see one of these figures. They're so, what is the word? Ah, yes. Shiny. Now, let's see what we got going on here. Uh-oh. I stirred up the Saint Seiya hornet's nest. Spaded One, dude, I was so put off by Mezco soft goods until I got them in hand. They look way better in person than you'd think. I'm sure. Like, enough people have told me that. I think I'd be good with them. There's just something about the cartoon aesthetic. It feels like a cartoon aesthetic almost needs plastic goods, but maybe I'd be wrong. Maybe like I'd pick those up and I'd be fine. I don't know. Like, it feels like a more realistic aesthetic, kind of like their Rumble Society, more creature-ish, more, what is it, Cousin Eddie, I think, like those kinds of things. They look great from what I've seen, but it's just the cartoon aesthetic. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Okay, Star, Samurai Jack is probably one of the best cartoons that has come out in a long time, just as good as the Spectacular Spider-Man or Batman, the animated series. I forgot about Spectacular Spider-Man, Anton. I've still got to try and check that out at some point. I was so exhausted Sunday, guys. I just sat in a chair pretty much all day. It's been a busy month and a half. Like I was sitting there going, I should go see Captain America. I haven't seen it yet. And nope, I'm just going to sit here in a chair. Dave, just to go back to the Storm SFA3, I'm going to hold off until I see a few reviews before I jump on that line. I do like the look. I just want to see what people say about the feel of the plastic. I got it, Ray. I'm curious, I got somebody had asked about Storm collectibles on my X feed because I'd said I can't remember what the topic was or anything. And I tagged Anthony's Customs and said, you know what? I don't know anything, but I know he reviews a lot of these things. So check with him. And it had to do with the chest area. Like it's almost a rubbery plastic, I guess, the chest has. So I would be curious about that when it comes to the torso section on these too. I didn't even think of that. But you're right. I would be curious about that as well. I wonder if they could, considering it's a smaller figure, like I wonder what size that plastic is good for, that rubberized plastic. Reviews for Mofex Week 3 are starting to drop. Should hopefully have that soon. Gonna have to wait for Kane though. Curses! Oh, Kane! Yeah, there's a lot I got to catch up with when it comes to Mofex. Boy, Star Anton, just something about the art style that's attractive. I want to take a look. Yeah, and the movement, forget the art style even, and the art style looks cool. The animation is amazing on Samurai Jack. Like I think if nothing else, you'll enjoy it for the art of it. Ghost Tab, I pre-ordered the Saint Seiya mime figure. He was part of the Asgardian Knights, named after the Ursula Major constellation. Cool art. They used the Orpheus army armor for mime. Okay. I mean, every time I see these, they look amazing. This is the first one I think I've seen with red armor. Definitely worth worth a look. Then take a look at Primal. Okay, tell me about Primal, Anton. Is Primal a separate series that Tartakovsky also did, or is it like a sequel to Samurai Jack? I'd love to do an Afro Samurai and Samurai Jack team up versus the dreaded Aku. Which one was it? I've heard of the dreaded Aku. Why am I thinking? This is terrible? Why am I thinking that's the Powerpuff Girls villain? Who is the dreaded Aku? Oh, guys, my ignorance is showing hard on this live stream. Ghost Tab, we're only missing the Fenrir armor to complete all the Asgard Knights. Ooh, Saint Seiya is fancy. Spaded One, I kind of wish they approached that Samurai Jack like they did Popeye with the weird realistic skin. Yeah, like Popeye. Popeye is obviously an animated character, but that realistic looking Popeye, people seem to really dig him. But I don't know. Like people have done Popeye as a cartoon character, but has anyone ever made a Samurai Jack figure? Like I can see the first Samurai Jack needing to be accurate to the show. But still, I don't know. It's all kinds of trickiness these days. People have to go with nostalgia because anything new is a real gamble these days. Sci-Fi George, yes, Afro Samurai was always in the back of my mind while checking out the Samurai Jack fig. I've got much to do. I've got much to learn. I have to look up Afro Samurai. Captain America New World Order is awesome. I don't know what about other people, but it's worth the ticket alone. Awesome. I love hearing that, Anton. I can't wait. I want to see it. I was so dead. Like I've been working pretty much nonstop 6 days a week. And by the time Sunday hits, I'm just, nope. I'm sitting here. Ghost Dad, best part of Samurai Jack was the end, which I saw years before when Gurren Lagann did the same ending. I obviously need to go back and watch some Jack. It is silicone, or is it silicone? If it's silicone, I watched a review today. The reviewer was talking about a 1/6 scale figure with a seamless body, which is made of silicone, and the comment said those things fail. I don't know if it was silicone. Check out basically any Storm Collectibles review on Anthony's Customs page. I think he generally talks about them, but I can't tell you for sure. I know that it's a different kind of plastic than the rest of the figure, or what we think of as stuff for action figures. Apart. Don't know. Ah, lame sauce. Star Primal is so amazing. Wish I could get the whole thing on disc. Great googly moogly. Okay, this was definitely a series I need to know about. Ghost Ab Star, you got the AWOC 5 comic yet? Oh, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. Haha, I am not ignorant to what AWOC means. Certificate 1 year of Comic Con, they showed us a preview and it was really great. I think a Tyrannosaurus Rex teams up with a caveman and a savage world. Like a T Rex, a caveman, and a planet? Or are they in a savage world? Like that would be, I would think anybody that has a planet on their team probably wins. See, star, not yet. Soon. I don't know why I'm reading things so dramatically this fine evening. Anton, he was a Japanese demon, but also very funny at times. I mean, demons are oftentimes hilarious. They're just hilariously mean. John, not a huge fan of Afro Samurai. I feel like it would have been amazing in the 90s, but a bit out of place when it came out. How do I not know things? The last episode of Samurai Jack is so sad. Obi Nobi. Ray, you may be thinking the iconic Street Fighter figs. They're 1/6 scale and have that rubber skin. You know what? He's right, Ray. I mean, I'm not, I shouldn't say this. I mean, I can say this. When Anthony's Customs does it, he's doing the Storm Collectibles, your basic, like the basic 1/12 scale, which is really closer to 1/10 scale. Those are the ones he's talking about when it comes to the torso. I don't think he's ever reviewed a 1/6 scale one, but I'm not sure. John, don't feel bad, Dave. I just saw Afro Samurai a month or two ago. Man, oh man. But on the other hand, I've never seen Samurai Jack all the way through. I'm just a bad nerd all the way around. All right, we're shutting this one down. And let's see who's next. We have. Wait a second. Did I open this one twice? Hang on, hang on. Oh, nope. The problem there. Hang on. Okay, wait a sec. Go away, you fiend. There we go. All right. I was pushing too many buttons. Clearly, I got confused. Let's go to this. This is a character called Apex Legends Hyperbody Watson action figure. Now, made by Good Smile, and the brand is Apex Legends. That makes sense. So, Watson here. I thought this was a really cool design, like total spacesuit looking thing. There was something really cool about this, and I don't know what to add. It was just for my own sensibilities, and obviously I'd show it off anyway because this is clearly going to be something that looks very good when it comes to photos. It looks like the finishes are pretty good. It looks like they need to be, or they're dull where they need to be dull. But this is, of course, photos, and you can do a lot with light. So I can't say for sure, but I do dig that. Yeah, it comes with a little stuffed animal. Good Lord, I gotta stop yawning. And this little, I don't know if it's a chair or a robot. I'm not sure what's going on with that thing. But there is something just cool about the whole set. And I can't, it's one of those things where you know it looks sweet, you know it's going to be great for photos, but you can't quite put your finger on why you think it's so cool. Like it looks space age, but at the same time, it's not. It doesn't have the helmet. It doesn't have any of that going on. It just has that look, like maybe she just got off a shuttle and is walking in somewhere, took off the helmet, and this is what people that are visiting other planets in space look like before it's the far off future. I don't know. Just something really cool about this figure. Anton, you're in a very strange world. Hostile apes, hostile tribes, people, and of course, dinosaurs. The Tyrannosaurus's family gets wiped out in the first episode. Holy crap. So I'm assuming Thang can't be like the dad T-Rex. It's got to be like the kid T-Rex. I don't know though. Let's see. Thanks, but that wasn't what the reviewer was looking at. It was a Ripley figure. I have never owned a Storm collectible. Just the description Dave gave me made me wonder if got it. I got you, Ray. I got you. John, Watson there is very cool, very pricey, but might be the quality to back it up. Hard to take a chance at that price, though. Yeah, that's what always gets tricky. And again, Watson is probably an unproven something. I don't know who knows what about this character, but yeah, it's a gamble whenever you make something that the whole world doesn't know about. Chest is silicone. Okay, okay. The chest on the Ripley, you mean, right? Let's see, just a guess. Oh, gotcha, Ray, gotcha. Oh my goodness. All right. No star. She looks like a character that Mobius would create. I don't even know my Mobius that well. Great googly moogly. I'm bad people. I think we're just gonna go from bad nerd and I'm gonna make a shirt that just says I'm bad people. Maybe that'll work. Maybe not too many people would go too crazy for that, though. All righty. And now we are on the last one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last one I saw that went up, and we can go to BBTS. And if you guys have any other things to check out, we'll do it. But there's not a whole lot this week. The last one I saw with it was this Leatherhead from NECA. And again, this NECA or this Leatherhead was up on the NECA store already, but with $15 shipping, I figured you might want to know it's on BBTS if you're curious about it for $4 shipping. And I am very curious about it. I would love to pick up this Leatherhead because I'm a Mirage kind of guy. The one thing you all know is going to bug me is the fact that there's no articulation at the waist. That's going to drive me crazy because I'm not going to want to twist them a lot because suddenly that yellow is going to be over the green. It's not going to look right, all kinds of stuff. Fortunately, I don't generally think of Leatherhead as being this crazy articulated character. But I do think of him as being a very cool looking gator. And he's got a totally different kind of thing going in the Mirage comics. I just dig it. I dig how huge this thing is. I love the Zog figure I have from the Mirage Studios line, and I have to think Leatherhead is going to follow suit. I think I think Zog might still be my favorite, but this Leatherhead looks incredible. Zog, I've just always liked the Triceratops, probably more than an alligator. But yeah, I do need to get some foot soldiers. I still see them all over the place, so definitely gonna have to grab them. He's just mean. Oh, come on, Leatherhead. The Utrom tried to do right by you, ish. Unless we're talking more IDW style. Yeah. Oh, Leatherhead. But I had to show him off because he's Mirage Comics or Mirage Studios, and that's more my style. She looks like her jacket may be used as a flotation device. She does. She has that look. Anton, she's a girl T-Rex and she has a wonderful personality. Okay. Is she, but was she the kid? Was she the mom? I have to think she was a kid. Let's see, Steve Irwin. Oh, can fix him. Crikey. It's quite the crocodile world there. Mobius the artist? I know. Well, I mean, I'm sure that's who Anton was talking about, Ray. I should know that stuff like the back of my hand. Let's see, Mobius is an artist. Yep, I know. I even went to art. I studied art history, which means I know more about the Renaissance than I do modern day. So yeah, that's my excuse for this. What? Not familiar with Mobius? Am I just that old that I still believe that everyone knows a Mobius like they used to? This is a landmark Monday. Star, I here's what I know. I know I should know more of Mobius's stuff. I do know as soon as his name came up, I was like, oh no, no, this is a blind spot I should not have. Mirage Leatherhead had some serious burger mascot energy. You might that kind of works. That kind of works. Anton, I had the first appearance of Leatherhead and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Tales of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Nice. I think I've read all the Mirage stuff, but I don't know. I have to go back and look again because I love the stuff. Mobius Jean Girard, he's French. Of course I know him. I'm an old head. Ray, you don't even have to worry about it. I should know him. I know that I should know him. The Incal. I might, what have I done? Dave, check out the Incal. I think you'd enjoy the read. Great fun comic. Thank you, Ray. I'll take that recommendation. See, Mobius's art is basically the face you haven't, let's see, ascribed a name to. You know his work. I guarantee it. Nobody ever just said his name while you were looking at it. I'm gonna have to, yeah, you know what, guys? Maybe, since we're talking Mobius, that might be how we finish the stream. Does come with extra hands. Yeah, that's what's key, Anton. That's what's important with Leatherhead here. Okay, you know what we're gonna do here? Because I feel like I have to now. Sorry about that, everybody. That was horrible. I got on there so I could find Mobius, and suddenly I just totally disappeared, and should have typed it on the Big Bad Toy Store tab, and instead I typed it on the StreamYard tab. I am basically having a record night right now. So we're gonna look at Mobius right now. We're gonna check some of this stuff out. Hang on, let me share this screen. Good Lord. I can't believe I did that. I only do that, once a month or so. And no, she's a mom and she loses her whole family. Then she eventually gets another one, too. Little boys. Two little boys at the end. Oh, man, that's sad. That's rough. Okay, I have a feeling I'm going to come across some comments saying, Dave, see, Spaded is right. You've probably seen his work 100 times and didn't know it's him. Oi. Let's see. Did he jump off? I mean, I did, but I didn't mean to. At least you guys know. See, I think we killed him. Don't. I'm here, Star. I'm here. Oh man, this was weak sauce because I have to, and then silence. Well, at least I know how to make an exit. Let's see, that was too close. I'm alive. It's a miracle. All right, Mobius has that effect on people. Don't feel bad, Dave. It happens to us too. Ray, sorry, I have to correct you. Love you, bro. It's Mobius. I think was that what I typed in the search? Hang on, let me check. Okay, I did check that. That was what I typed in the search. So I'm at least looking at the right stuff, I think. Is there a particular piece of artwork that I should be looking for here? I'm alive. I'm alive. I guess being a bad nerd has its consequences. That's true. The nerd police showed up and they decided, you know what? We can't take this anymore. This guy's got to go. All right, let's see here. My spelling is horrible, just embarrassing. You're okay, Star. Don't worry about it. So, is there a work of Mobius here that I should be looking up, guys? Any names on this stuff? I'm looking at it right now, and I have to say, nothing is jumping to me as being crazy familiar, which is weird, I would assume. Was there a book he did or something? Or is the stuff that he does just paintings? And I don't mean just like this stuff's pretty amazing. It's just nothing is jumping up to me like, oh, hey, I've seen that a million times before, you know? Let's see, click on them and open them. I will, I will. Spay one, look up his heavy metal stuff. Okay, okay. We'll do that in a sec. The Incal. Is that so that was the comic. He did the comic as well. Let's see. Blueberry. Blueberry. Maurice, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping in. Oh man. Okay. I love that I get an education. Let's see. Blueberry is a Western. Okay. It's a Western that Mobius did, I assume. Okay, we're gonna look up heavy metal, Incal, and Blueberry. Dave, have you seen the film Heavy Metal? The first sequence is pretty much his style. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. I have not, but I will. That'll be the first thing we look up here. She's fire. All right, let's do this. Mobius Heavy Metal. Let's see here. I'm clicking on one. We will, let's see, the art. Oh, celebrating the art, Heavy Metal Magazine. Hang on, hang on. I'm taking you guys there. I'm taking you with me. We're all going to celebrate the art of Mobius tonight on Heavy Metal Magazine, which I assume will have much of the heavy metal work. Uh-oh, guys. Are we all over 18? I'm just going to speak for all of you. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. It is scrolling. How do I not know this? Like, it looks really cool. Sorry, I'm looking at all the pictures. Oh, that is sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Mobius Spidey, it looks like. Oh, this is just cool. You got that is sweet. All right. All right. I should definitely know this guy. Obviously. That's a lot of line work there. Like when I was drawing, I went with a much simpler style. Like I would draw comic book panels. I wasn't actually a comic book artist, but I was trying to become one. So I would draw panels and it would never have like all these lines all through it. But that face is really cool. It's got kind of a, at least here, the way that he used the lines around the eyes, that seems very Liefeld to me. And you notice he has no feet in this image either. That's just a cool establishing shot. Okay. I mean, I don't know how I missed this. I don't know how this is such a blind spot, but that's really cool. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Mobius instead of heavy metal. I believe the next one was the Incal. Amazon. I'd rather find pages to the Incal. Let's see this. Let's look at this. And I shall now present. Behold the glory that is the Incal by Mobius. Preview. All right, a preview is good. That'll work. If it actually opens. Okay, here we go. Hold on. We'll take you all to the preview and then I'll check comments after we check that out a little bit. If it ever opens. Ooh, it's trying. It's trying to open. I don't know if it's ever, let's see here. Ah, does he write his stuff as well? Or does he do the art only? I mean, I'm good if he just does the art because the art's pretty sweet. I'm just curious. Wow. Just the dimension. It's so hard to convey dimension in a drawing. Now, the color probably helps with that dimension, but it can be tricky. Like the line weight thing is tough from time to time. All right, let's go see what you guys are talking about here. Star, didn't Mobius do a Silver Surfer miniseries years ago? I am unaware. Obviously. Oh, wow. Okay. It looks like Maurice is with you on the Silver Surfer thing. See, yes, he did the illustration on the Incal. Let's see, Jodorowsky is the writer. Excellent team. Okay, Jodorowsky. This stuff's cool. Just turned 18 in September for the 32nd time. Nice. I likes it, John. Like they said in the chat, there's a Western he did called Major Blueberry. Okay, okay. We'll check Major Blueberry next. Then we'll check out Silver Surfer. And that might conclude tonight's Mobius education. Mobius's art was a big influence on the look of the Blade Runner film. That alone makes him priceless to me. Is it should I even admit that I haven't seen Blade Runner yet? Nope, I don't think I'll admit that. Careful. You might hit some not safe for work. Got it, Spaded One. I appreciate it. We're going to stop with that incal. I will click on Major Blueberry and I'll look at what I find before we show them there. Also on the fifth element. Wow. Okay, so this guy is pretty influential. True. Mobius is super influential. An entire generation of artists are chasing his aesthetic. Great googly moogly. When was this guy? Like, what was his prime? Mobius's art was also a big influence on the entire genre of cyberpunk in the early days. So are we talking like early 90s was when he started really influencing things? Or, I mean, Blade Runner was early 80s, right? 81, 84, somewhere in there. Some people just have this level of talent that's untouchable, unachievable. Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Anton, what's the space age stuff you did? Lots of covers for heavy metal. Ah, okay, space age stuff he did. Lots of covers for heavy metal magazine. Okay, okay. Got it, Anton. Thank you. Stop. Yep. Yeah, this guy, he seems pretty remarkable. I can't believe this is a crazy blind spot that I have, though. Anton, I have that graphic novel that Spider Man appears. Ooh. I will go a couple more, then I'll check out some Blueberry. I believe he wrote Blueberry. Oh, okay. So he does some writing. And people kept saying Blueberry, so he must have done a good job. The writer on the Incal is Jodorowsky. Jodorowsky? Jodorowsky? Ja, 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 ja. Let's see. Yes, he did a Silver Surfer graphic novel with Stan Lee. Parable. Wow. Okay. I uh I need help. Obviously, the Mobius Silver Surfer is beautiful. Man, okay, and I'm assuming since he did it with Stan Lee, that one's not safe for work. Let's see. That's not funny, Dave. You've seen Runner. You've seen Blade Runner. You probably just don't remember. That's it. I'm sure that's it. I was too young. The parents took me to see the movie, and I blocked it out of my mind. I think he writes as well. Okay. See, he also has a major effect on the Alien film. I did see that. I did see Alien. I saw Alien. I feel that's important to point out. Okay. Let's see here. Mobius. Ah, Major Blueberry. Or maybe it's just Mobius Blueberry. There we go. All right. Maybe that'll help. Now, before I share anything here, let's make sure. What am I on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hopefully it takes me to a new window. We could go to the wiki. Maybe the wiki will try and be safe for people. Oh, wow. That's an incredible image. Okay, we're going to gamble. We're going to click the arrow. Oh, that was tough. Okay, somehow we found one image on his wiki. Holy crap, guys. Okay. You know how sometimes you see the bar when you're scrolling somewhere? You see how big or small that is? Sometimes it's like half the page. This thing right here, it's about the size of the arrow. It's about the size of the pointer that's in the upper right hand corner that I'm moving. That's how big the little bar is for scrolling down. Obviously, this guy's crazy influential. Look at all these words that I'm just scrolling by incredibly quickly. I want more pictures to show up. Okay, it's going to give us a synopsis. All right, I'm going to look up Blueberry on my own time. We will look up Mobius Silver Surfer. Oh, wow. Okay. Whoa. All right. You guys like how I'm just sitting here totally geeking out and getting myself an art education. This is, of course, what I'm most curious about because I see the total comic style here. Parable, man maketh the god. All right. Well, that's not helpful. Ah, sorry. I think I've got too much stuff open that takes up too much of all the power of the computer. It's like, no, stop it. Stop torturing me. I can't even get back to the StreamYard screen, so hopefully you guys can see me. Hey, cheers. This is Sprite. Drink up. Ah, and this is the Toypixx Monday night live stream. Bad nerd, bad nerd. Dave saw alien. Noted. Sorry, guys. It's not letting me click them right now, so I'm reading. Ray. I think it was the 60s when he came into prominence with the Blueberry book. Why are we being safe? It's art. We're all adults. We are. This is true. But I try to keep this kind of to a family channel sort of deal, you know? Okay, there we go. There we go. Now things are working. Yeah, this is pretty incredible stuff. I don't know how this guy ended up being a blind spot for me. I'm kind of upset at myself for allowing this to become a blind spot. It's making me sad. I hope everybody cheers my when I picked up my Sprite. What's everybody drinking this fine evening? And we'll keep going. What's the all right, hold on. What's the kind of raccoon that you guys were talking about that was common riding? Was it Tanuki? Is that right? The Japanese raccoon? That's right. We're going wherever the stream takes us right now. And what do we have? I don't even have my phone on me. What time do we got here? 8:18. Let's keep this going till about 8:30, guys. Star, I would have loved to see Mobius do illustrations for Tolkien. Oh, wow. Oh, the fact that just thinking about that Spider-Man painting that he did. Ooh, that would have been amazing. Let's see. Okay, John Tanuki. Okay, cool beans. You know, I will now look up the Tanuki raccoon. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Oop, I spelled raccoon poorly. Oh, you can't hate on the Tanuki raccoon. This thing's adorable. I would totally feed that guy pizza. Unless he was this guy. Like this guy here, he looks angry or just cuddly. I don't know. But this one looks like he could kill you. Like he would attack, you wouldn't survive, and he'd get all your pizza. This thing's kind of amazing. It looks kind of like, I know raccoons kind of, they sort of have kind of a fat cat look to them, but this one's just almost more so like what I think of as a raccoon, just in the US, you know? This thing's amazing. Ray, it's because he was a Euro comic artist. Lots of people weren't keen on him back then. I happened to get lucky back then. In the 60s? Well done, sir. Spaded one, Tanuki, like the flying suit in Mario Brothers. Oh, I did not know that's what that was based on, and yet it makes total sense. Oh dear. Anton, I think I have that Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer Parable. I will definitely be looking that up. Star Mobius equals legend. We're all lucky to have his work. Such an influence on everything. It seems like, from what you guys are saying, this guy was basically hugely influential on any and all things pop culture. Well, the 80s. I'm not that old. Getting there, but not quite. We're good, right? Oh, dear. The only time I was worried about an animal attacking me was having work three or leaving work 3 years ago. It was dark, and as I walked out, a very large raccoon popped up out of the trash can, and we had to stare down. That's that's because that raccoon was thinking you were going to take its pizza. Raccoons love pizza. This is fact. I bet that would have freaked you out, John. That would have freaked me out too. I'd be like, okay. And if it's dark and all you see are eyes, you have no idea what you're looking at. You could be looking at a bear that's just laying on the ground. I don't know. Like that would have freaked me out too. Let's see. I'm in my 50s. You're all good, Ray. You're all good. I was thinking the 60s for that. That's impressive. And that would have been awesome for Tolkien. Yeah, that just truly, just that Spider-Man image alone makes me think, holy crap, that would have been amazing. Any kind of fantasy, anything. This guy could have been doing D&D at the time. Oh, I could see it clearly, but still. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to mess with animals, man. Squirrels can mess you up. Like getting near squirrels gets kind of squirrely. Ah, yep. The Tanuki raccoon. I have learned a lot tonight, everybody. I learned about Mobius. I learned about Silver Surfer Parable. I learned that sometimes I have trouble speaking, and I learned about the Tanuki raccoon. It has been a quality live stream. I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed with all the knowledge you guys were throwing down tonight. It was it was a blast. So, of the stuff I showed off tonight, what is it that you think you're most likely to add to your collection? And if nothing, that's a totally fair answer. I'm just curious. I'm curious about the popularity of some of this stuff. Me, Leatherhead first, and probably the Storm Arena Ryu next. Anton, I saw a group of raccoons once go from a dumpster at a McDonald's to a drive through and they gave them snacks. See? That's because the raccoons were there holding them up. Raccoons are crazy, man. They're gangsters. And I don't mean like people that think they're gangsters. I mean, these guys will show up at your home with like fedoras and Tommy guns. You don't mess with raccoons. They're like old school 20s style Capone. They forgot that this is actually the 2020s and not the 1920s. Things are messed up in Raccoon Land, I'm telling you. But yeah, Leatherhead for me for sure. That Ryu, I've got to look. I want to look more at Ryu. I want to look more at Ken. And if I'm really impressed by those, I might even go for Baki. Just because they're not crazy pricey and they all look really good. I liked everything from afar tonight. I got you, Ray. That makes total sense. Most weeks, there's not anything I see that I feel like I really have to add to the collection. The one thing that I saw that is the must is the Leatherhead, and the likely is the Ryu. So we'll see. We'll see what else. But yeah, it was it was a really slow week. Obviously, we've got Toy Fair coming up this weekend, so that explains a lot of it. But even usually on slow weeks, Bondi will show stuff, but Bondi is going to be at Toy Fair. So it makes sense why they didn't show a lot either. Ray, I'm waiting for a review of the Storm figures. Yep. Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to be popular enough. Like, you never know at the beginning. Are they going to be popular enough where they kind of, I don't know, maybe sell out and we don't get the review? Like, I'm always thinking like that in my head. I'm going, do I really want, if I want it enough, I should pre-order it, because what if it sells out? But so many times I've gotten bitten by that because it lasts forever. So I don't know. Maybe I'll look and see what the rest of the Storm collectibles stuff does. Raccoons are like rabbits with opposable thumbs, little devils, the lot of them. See? I knew you would be with me on this, Spaded One. They're evil and yet oddly adorable. Can I put this out into the universe? Oh, Ray, I'm in. What do you got? What do you got? Let's see. I'd probably get the Storm Arena figs. Not that I would ever admit that publicly. I'm a Jada boy. This is just between us here on the internet. Don't tell anyone. Us here on the internet. I'm not saying a word, Star. Don't narc yourself out. I have trouble narking myself out before I narc out others. Sci-Fi George, I imagine the nerd police to be similar to the vegan police from Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That's woo woo. We gotta watch out for those. We need some nerd police. Those people need to be. We need to come up with a nerd police costume. That would be hilarious. Ramen Toys Musk is up for pre-order. I know, Ray. I know, and that is what's keeping me from thinking I need the Beathier right now. So I've got three things right now that I would love to get, but I got to triage for the wallet. So there's the Leo Kaiser, which is the Transformers HasLab that's currently up. But I think they're going to sell so many of them, he's not going to be too bad to get on the secondary. So I'm not that concerned with him. And then there's the Musk, which I know will go crazy on the secondary because it looks like not tons of them are going to be produced. So I definitely want that. But then there's Beathier, who I know will be ridiculous on the secondary, and I really want that. So I have to go, okay, the Musk is a must, and Beathier, depending on what they do, if there's some kind of payment plan, I might jump in. But if there's not, and you have to pay the 550 plus shipping and handling up front, I'm straight up out. So I want to know more about what's going on with that. Once the March 7th hits, I will see all those details and go from there. Please check it out. Worth the price, as Dios go. Oh, for sure, Ray. I have seen the Musk. I've been wanting the Musk badly since Ace was first talking about it. John, FOMO is real. I know, I know. It gets us all. Has anyone ever watched the Raccoons cartoon from Canada? It even have music videos. I have not, Anton. Do they have Tommy guns? Because I'm sure raccoons are actually born with Tommy guns. See, Anton, I watched a bunch of that, and it has a great theme song. Run With Us is quite good. Man, oh man. Sci-Fi Ramen Toy added a fourth wall to the Super Must so you can make two separate dios. I saw that too. Yeah, oh yeah, I've been keeping track of the Musk. That's why I'm like, ooh, that's got to be a necessary. Yes, I had a total crush on Lisa Raccoon. She's the younger one. That's awesome. I always tell people Miss Pac-Man was my first love. Let's see, I love the Mythic Legion's dragon, but I have to be realistic. That's out of my price range. It truly sucks. I know, like $550, if you could pay it over a year, I think most anybody would jump on it and it would easily fund, or even 6 months. But 550 plus shipping and handling is a one-time hit. I mean, we knew it was coming, so the people that really knew they needed it saved up for it. And I just had too many other priorities. Star can't afford much. The perfect toy storm is about to hit. Jada Edge Runners, followed by SHF Lord of the Rings, with 30 DLX Transformers bringing up the rear. Hope I survive this, man. Star, good luck, sir. Because that's going to be, if you do survive it and you amass all that, that collection is going to be amazing. Just think of that. That stuff's going to be such a cool looking lineup. You're not ever going to want to leave wherever you have that stuff displayed. Sci-fi, I've watched the Raccoons cartoon from Canada as well as the Cucumber Club. Good Lord, man, this is a family show. I don't know what that means. Ray, yeah, I agree, Dave. We pick what we want. I also am looking forward to the good Lord, the next Odious Kickstarter next month. Ooh, I did not know that Wade was having another Odious Kickstarter. I'll have to check that out. All right, guys, it is 8:31. Oh, so I went a minute late. But hey, it's how the chat does things, right? Anyway, thanks as always for stopping by. You guys could have done anything tonight, and you chose to hang out here, and I really appreciate it. So until Thursday, when we talk about what we really hope to see from Toy Fair, hopefully we have some leaks by then. Until then, have fun. Happy snapping. See ya.